Hi everybody, welcome to my video tutorial on how to decorate a garland over a mantelpiece. In this video I'm going to show you how to get this eye-catching wow look that I've featured here by using my step-by-step instructions. Now I've chosen the country home look because it suits my stone fireplace here at home. So I'm using the buffalo check flowers with traditional colours and even putting a pop of blue in here as well. But the possibilities are endless. You could use any colour, any theme, but it's just a matter of having a simple formula which I've sort of managed to work out that'll really get you really happy with what your mantelpiece will look like. And decorating it in this way really is something almost as breathtaking as a well-decorated tree. So sit back and enjoy the video. So I've already put up the green garland here, the spruce garland. They're 9 foot long, so I found the centre and I've actually got quite a few anchor points along my mantelpiece, so I've wound them around and secured them. Then I've added the cluster lights and I've woven those through and I've got them set on a slow twinkle. So these cluster lights are fantastic. You can have them on all the time. They have a timer, they've got a little remote control, but they're perfect length. They're 10 foot, so they fit perfectly in the 9 foot garland. And yeah, so this is the start. And then here I've got in front of me the formula of what you need to create the garland. So I'll start with the basics. We have 3 flowers. So I've chosen 3 buffalo check flowers. I've got 4 large ornaments because I like to use different ornaments to give different texture to the garland. So I've used a large hammer tone shatterproof. I've got 4 of those, 2 in red and 2 in pewter. Then I've got 6 of these glass ornament finials. Again, it's a different shape. I like to add something a little bit different. Then I've used 4 different colours of shatterproof balls. They're available in the shop in a pack of 6, and I've used 4 lots of 6 of those. So I've used this Mercury look shatterproof. It looks like glass. It's got a beautiful matte finish. I've used that in the burgundy, the old gold and spruce green. And then I've used this lovely, it's a real sort of storm blue with a blue glitter, and it's got a snowflake actually in the bottom of that. So that really looks lovely. 6 each of those. And then I've grabbed a glittery snowflake that I'm going to dot in through that as well. So I've got 6 of those. And then I've used 2 lots of ribbons. One is the buffalo check with the snowflake on it. They're wire edged. I've actually made 10 pairs of bunny ears, which you'll need 1 roll of ribbon for that. So, because they're around 80 centimetres to make a bunny ear. Okay, and then our main ribbon that I've used is our Let It Snow, and I've cut 2 at 2.5 metres here to use. You could use it all in 1 roll, but I tend to cut it into 2 so I can keep my wording going up the right way. So that's what we're using today, and I'll get started. So to begin, I'm going to grab the gorgeous buffalo check flowers. I'll fluff them out a little bit if you want to start with, or you can do it all at the end. I'm going to start in the centre. I've bent the frond up so it's easier to poke in, and I've actually bent the flower head around. And I'll find my centre point, and I'm just going to place it in like so. Just get the spot right. That tends to fit in there. I'll grab my second one. I'm going to come right down the end. Just find a spot where it'll push in. Put one at one end. So we've got 1 in the centre and 1 either end to start with. Next, we will grab the Let It Snow ribbon. So I'll start with 1 piece, making sure my Let It Snow is upright. I'm just going to go into the centre here and use one of the spruce pieces, twist it around and lock it in there. fade it through, thread it. I'm about halfway as I'm heading towards the end. And then as I come around here, because when I come around, the word's going to end up upside down, so I actually hide it behind the flower. And then as I come down, I feed it through the end, and my let it snow is still saying let it snow the right way around instead of upside down. Now I'm just going to leave this hanging here because it's not going to do anything until I start putting the decorations on there. And I'll just leave that hook like so. And you'll probably find you'll fluff it up and move it around. So that's one side of the ribbon done. And my next one, make sure I've got my words up the right way. Again, find another branch in behind the flower. Okay, now I'm going to put the large ornaments on. I always start with the bigger things first. And I'm going to anchor this one sort of centered here. So what I've done is I've actually put florist wire on all of the balls so I can twist them in and I know they're not going to fall out. I'll show you. You can leave the loops on them to just loop on, but I find that this secures it much better to your garland. So I'm just basically putting them where the ribbon has looped and left a little bit of a spot. You can see where I've put those. And this one I'm going to put over here, and this up here. And I'm just twisting it round a branch basically with the florist wire, and I just know that they're going to stay where I want them, and I can position them once I get to the point where I'm finishing it off. The last big one, the red one, and that one goes over here. So really there's no right or wrong way of where you're placing things. It's all just a matter of balance and what colours you're using. But that's sort of balanced out the big pieces. Next I'm going to put in the finials, and I've got 3 of each design, so I will sort of try and mix it up a bit so that I haven't got all 3 designs in the one place. And I'll just pop these in now. So I generally like to pop them on a bit of an angle. So I'll secure it in with the florist wire. I like using florist wire because you can't see it. So I used a oval one, now I'm going to use a round centre one. And this one I'm going to put over here. Wire it in first. And with the garland you can use the greenery to help you position things where you want them. And that's the great thing about the garlands, that because everything's wired, it's just so easy to work with and bend and pop things in the right places. The last 2 finials, I think they look quite quirky at the ends of the garlands. Put them in place here. So I'm wiring them on, but then I'm actually going to bend up the end of the garland because I don't want it to fall off. And then just drape the ribbon around, which you can finish that off at the end. But it just gives it a really nice pointy end to your garland. So there we have all the finial ornaments now secured into the garland. Next we're up to all our colourful 8cm shatterproof baubles. So I've just been working in sections, and what I've worked out is that I basically put 4 of each colour in a section. So 4 here, 4 here, and 4 down the arm. So that's 12 to each side. Okay, I'm going to start with blue first. Now I've left the little loops that you would normally hang them on the Christmas tree, because you might use these ornaments elsewhere. But I've actually secured some of the florist wire into it so I can hook them into my garland really well. And you won't see those little strings anyway. Then I've grabbed a yellow. I think I'll pop a yellow in here. And now a red. And a green. So I'm just twisting it into the wire. Okay, so I've put 4 pieces into one section. Now I'm working on the next section. If you wire them in really well, you can actually leave them in, so you don't have to take them all apart when you put it away if you want to keep it looking like this for every year. But I tend to change up my decorations on my mantle each year, more so than my tree. So we've done 2 sections, now I'm doing the 3rd section. And look, things will move as you're jiggling things around, but once you've got everything in place, you can fiddle and play with it as well. Now it is easier to wire onto the narrower stems in the garland. Sometimes they slip out, but wiring it does hold them in really well. And then the last one, I'm going to pop a red down here. Okay, so we've got one side basic framework done. Now we're going to work on the other side. Okay, there's another section of 4 done. Moving on to the next section. I'm trying to sort of mix it up, having the beauty of 4 different colours. Now we're up to our last section. Pop our blue one up in here. Really does pop the blue, doesn't it? And I'm just going to finish off that ribbon around the ornament here as well. So there we have the basic structure to all the ornaments on the garland. Okay, I'm just putting the snowflakes in at the moment. So this one, I think I'll pop down here, because it looks like it needs a little bit of sparkle. So I've already popped a couple in. One more over here, which I think I'll pop down here somewhere. And this one I think I'll pop in here. And sometimes you knock other ornaments out of their place, but look, you just pop them back in once you've got them done. And last one, which I think I'll pop here. So all the ornaments are on the garland. We're ready to put our bunny ears, the wide edge ribbon in the buffalo check into place. So the way I made these, I made them in my previous tutorial, but they're just lengths of ribbon cut at 80 centimetres, then folded into 4, and then I just grab them together, twist florist wire around until they're secure, so they're ready to be secured into the garland. Now we've been working in sections, so I've got 10 of these, so I'm going to put 5 in either side. But basically you just want to have a look and see where you've got some holes that you think that the ribbon will look really nice. So straight away I can see a spot here that I want to work in, and like I'll just push them in first, and then I might find another spot that needs a splash of red, and I'm just going to push them in before I secure them, so that I'm happy with where I'm putting them. I might put one up in here. And here are the other 5. Last 2. So if you're happy where you've put them, you can either secure them in, or you can just give them a little fluff up. That's the beauty of the bunny ears, is it looks like you've created a bow, but you're really just utilising the puffiness of the wire. So I think we're done. Well, thank you for watching me create this beautiful garland here over my mantelpiece. I've had fun incorporating flowers, ribbon, different shaped ornaments, and I think it really does look superb. But really, it's not limited to just using it here on a mantelpiece. You could use it over a TV unit, on an island bench in your kitchen, down your banister of your staircase, even over the entryway of your house. It really isn't limited. It's just a perfect formula to get that beautiful balance happening. Look, you can do it in any colour, in any theme. It's just a matter of having a go. So I hope you've really enjoyed watching my video tutorial, and I look forward to bringing you many more. Thank you.